Hey everyone,
Hi.
there it is, day 28 of that RV life,
Bruh.
bruh. Um, I was just, we try to do a little rehearsal before we do the video. I know it doesn't seem like it, but we
We don't have
do.
a rehearsal. We
It's like a
discuss what we're gonna talk
it's a
about.
pre-production meeting, not a rehearsal, pre-production meeting. And I was like, hey, you have any pro tips? And I suggested one, and she said, nope, not that. It was too personal. And then I was like, well, today's the day. And she's like, oh, you have something? And I said, no. Today's the day we officially just don't have anything interesting to say, and just nothing to report.
Just another day.
So we're only about a minute into letting you folks know that we just aren't as interesting as we thought that we were. I'm telling me this more than I'm telling you this. So we're just going to look into the camera for the next 2 minutes. What do you think about that?
I think that's a terrible idea. Stop.
Did you hear that noise?
Yeah, what was that?
That's probably the refrigerator failing.
Oh, okay.
So I got a pro tip. If something is broken on your RV, which everyone that like my neighbors, we have a flower shop next door to our home, and I was talking to the florist, and she said, "Oh, you bought a money pit too?" And I said, "Oh, I don't know what you got an RV?" And I said, "Yeah, we live in it because of the flood." She's like, "Oh, that's how do you take a shower?" She asked. But that's kind of beside the point. She called it a money pit, and she's not wrong. It is expensive to live in an RV, because it can be very inexpensive. But if one thing fails, then that you have to fix that thing, and it costs money. And what's funny is we bought this RV, 30 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything worked on it. Everything.
Yeah.
But as we've used it, we've started to experience some failures, which it's not that big of a deal. It would be a huge deal if we weren't handy, but we are handy.
By we, he means him.
That's exactly what I mean. So that's not that big of a deal, and it is less money. I think if you know how to do stuff, everything is about half the cost. But if something goes out, it's $500. It's still $250. That's math. And I went to school in Livingston Parish. Boom. But pro tip is, for me, not to lie to your wife, but you don't have to tell her everything that breaks. You just fix it.
Did you know the fridge broke before?
No. I didn't know that. I don't think the fridge. I was actually joking, but when you reacted to that, I was like, "Oh, she's super anxious," and you shouldn't joke about that. And then another couple of small things just kind of got a little out of whack. And there were several things that I actually fixed. I found that were broken before we even moved in that I fixed and didn't even tell Emily. Small things. And that's just if you remodel a 30-year-old, like a vintage RV that was definitely used at least once on the set of Spaceballs, you're gonna have to do some work to it. It's just, you got to. Things are gonna break. Things get old. 30 years old. 30 years for an RV is probably about as long as you're gonna get out of it. But not me. I'm gonna get 30 more years out of it because I'm just about done replacing everything on it. Yeah, today we're gonna crank it up too.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, well, we aren't. I'm going to crank it up.
I'll go get my toes done.
So yeah, you gotta crank it up periodically. I just feel like running the engine. I like the way it smells too. It smells like America. Detroit Power. Anyway, so that's day 28 of that RV life, bro. Pro tip was, things are gonna break. Just maybe fix them, and you don't need to tell Emily everything, because she's got some things going on, so you don't need to add anything to that. So that's a pro tip. Another, what?
I just noticed there was an outlet right there.
Oh yeah, right next to the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Right next to your drawer.
Yeah.
What would you use that outlet for?
I don't know.
Pro tip is a common.
I don't know. I'll let you know.
Okay, not a pro tip.
I can put the hair dryer right there.
And you could dry your hair right there
Yes.
in the walkway.
Yes.
Seems like a perfectly good idea.
It's better than that tiny bathroom.
Yeah, it's hot in the bathroom. Can you come in a little closer?
Oh,
Let's say a bid
Bye.
adieu, farewell, a fita saying goodbye.
I'll let y'all know about the extra outlet I just found.
Yeah, that may be a future pro tip. And since they are few and far between these days, we can save it till tomorrow, which will be 29, and then 30 will be Tuesday,
Yes.
and that will be
Then
our
we'll go-
last daily update, and then we'll go weekly. And we haven't decided what day it's going to be. You can tell us which day you want it to be. I want to say a lot of people were like, no, you should do it every day, but like 4 people were like that, and we super appreciate those guys and gals. But no, thanks. But yeah, the 30 day tomorrow I'll probably try to do the recap, or maybe even today, or not the recap, but the exterior walk around tour. But 30 will be just of a reminder for people who might just be tuning in or just seeing us for the first time. It might be a good one to show.
Yeah.
Hey, here's my friends, and they're special. So that's it for today. Again, day 28.
Yeah.
RV Life, bro. Thanks for tuning in.